What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bludborn. In today's video I'm going to be helping you get started with the new Umbari crafting guilds. As always, if you do find this video helpful or entertaining, make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit up all of the other social media links, including my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Bludborn. After only 1 week, Lord of the Rings Online has published update 38.1.1. The notes are published over on LOTRO.com and have a few different topics on it, but the one we're really going to focus on today is the addition of the crafting guilds. Now, to get started with the new Umbari crafting guilds, you're going to need to head to the city of the Corsairs, Umbar Barhabel, at 21.3 south, 97.3 west. That is where you will find the actual crafting guild hall. Once inside the hall, make sure that you locate your appropriate crafting profession. There are a couple different floors in here, so if you don't see yours on the first floor, make sure you check out the second floor as well. Now for me, my main is a metalsmith, so I'm right inside the front door down the steps. There is a forge area with the weaponsmiths and the metalsmiths. Now to do anything with the Umbari level of crafting guild, you're gonna need to first reach Umbari guild member status. This will have required you to previously been mastered in the guild, and we are going to have to get some additional rep before we can actually move on. Thankfully, if you are a crafter, this should actually be very straightforward and quick for you. We only need to get 10,000 rep, which is not a lot if you've actually ranked up your guild member status before. Something to be aware of before you even start is that the guild leader inside this hall will have a small crest available to you. It will require the current tier resources, and I highly recommend you do not use that one because you will be wasting your materials. Instead, you can use any of the previous tier crafted reputation items and turn in to get your rep up that extra 10k. You can also use any of your reputation accelerators to make this go even faster. Definitely not needed to do that. 10k goes pretty quick with some of the large items. Now, once you've actually reached that 10k rep with the guild, you've achieved your Umbari guild member status, and now your guild leader will actually have a daily quest for you. Go ahead and pick up the quest and also talk to the guild leader again, and under the browse the shop option, purchase your respective crate of whatever craft you are recipe. In my case, it's the crate of shields recipe. Now once you have all this, we're actually ready to get started. All you'll need to do for the daily is to craft the 2 items that are listed. Now be careful because the recipes that you are given for this quest actually have 4 outputs that you can do, so make sure you're doing the 2 correct ones. Once you've actually crafted those 2 items, go ahead and turn in the quest to get your rewards. This daily is nice because it is going to give you a red sea stone every single day that you do the quest. It is going to give you an Umbari crafting recipe selection box, so you can actually choose a scroll case of the appropriate profession or one that you are lacking. So myself, I would actually potentially choose the metalsmith so I can get a missing piece, or one of the jewelry ones because I'm still missing some of the jewelry pieces. Along with that, you are going to get 500 increased rep with the particular crafting guild you're in, and you're going to get 10 Umbar craft guild marks, which are used in the barter, which we'll see in a minute. Once you complete the daily for the first time, it will actually open up the weekly, and in this case mine is Shields for Umbar. As you might have already guessed, the weekly is just doing the daily 5 times, and you're going to get an additional reward. So you're going to get some additional reputation with the crafting guild. You're going to get 50 of the Umbar craft guild marks, 2 luck stones, and another Umbar crafting reward selection box, along with 2000 virtue XP. So this particular setup is a very quick and easy way of getting not only your crit items, but you're going to be getting your scroll cases, your guild marks, reputation, virtue experience, all that extra stuff. So this is a very quick and easy way to get all of that, so you should be doing this every day if you are interested in getting the best gear that you can, or if you're just a crafter and want to make sure that you have the highest guild standing that you can. Now back to the currency we were talking about with the Umbar craft guild marks. These are used with your guild leader under the barter section, and you're going to see several different recipes here. You're actually going to see some of your luckstone recipes, You're going to see some of the higher end pieces that you can make, all the way up to some 5 essence helms in my case, or the top tier piece. Those are going to be item level 517. It's going to have a lower version of your primary stat of vitality, and then you're going to have a couple different versions of it. So you can actually have one that has 1 primary essence and 4 basics, and you can also have another one that has a primary, vital, and 3 basics. So it's pretty interesting what they're doing here as far as really making crafting I'll say a little bit more relevant. It's not quite to the extent it was a long time ago, but it is actually making it so that you're using those resources. There is an incentive to do it every day, and you're actually getting some very strong pieces from it. Now, there are a couple pieces in here that I'm not 100% sure on. With the Umbar Writ of Trade, this simply makes it look like that you can use this item with your currency and make it so that you can either make the box to send to somebody, or that you can actually use it on a piece of gear that you've crafted with the guild, which is normally bound to you automatically, and still be able to give that to somebody else. So I can't test that out just yet. The other one that's kind of interesting is the Empowered Umbari Mastercrafted Helmet guild recipe in my case. This one actually will grant you the ability to make something with your craft that will create a box. It looks like a picker box, and this box will let you select a profession for which to create a tradable recipe. Now again, I don't have enough of the currency yet. It will take a couple days, and then we'll be able to open this stuff up and actually check it out and see what it's all about. So it is pretty interesting to have the crafting guilds back. It has been a long time since we've actually needed them or used them. So having them back with the newest expansion in this update of 38.1.1 is pretty cool, and it's going to really allow you to augment your build in a way that is done by you and potentially other people. But we're also going to need to see how this progresses through the expansion and into later expansions, if they continue to use the guilds again, or if it is something that simply falls off again like it had in the past. Overall, I do like this kind of daily and weekly as far as this goes, because it's not something that requires a lot of time and effort. It's something you can log in, go to the guild hall, craft it, turn it in, and you're done, and you can move on with your day. As with any of the new things that happen in game that I make videos for, please tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me hear your feedback as well. I'm curious to know what you think about it. But for now, that's going to wrap this video up. So make sure, again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. And make sure you're heading over to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Bludborn for all of my live content. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.